What's up, guys? W9 here, and today we're here for race number 21 here at Pocono for the running of the Pennsylvania 400. Last week we were at Indianapolis, where I had my worst finish of the season in 20th. My first finish outside of the top 14, actually. My worst finish before last week was 14th at Kansas and New Hampshire. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. Probably won't, since I'm starting on the pole for this race. Let's get started. I forgot where I finished this race last season. I don't think I won, to be honest.
Hi everyone, Mike Joy and Darrell Waltrip welcoming you to today's coverage of the Pennsylvania 400.
But I have to see.
3 different length straightaways, 3 different radius turns. Which one do you set up for, Darrell?
Mike, most of the guys like to set up for turn 3. If you can get off at turn 3, where does that lead you to? It leads you to the
Alright, I said I like the pole. Jeff Gordon starting
turn
second.
3, that's the critical spot.
Matt Kenseth is starting third, and Denny Hamlin is starting fourth. I think we're running 20 laps this time.
Turn 1, Indianapolis. Turn 2, Trenton. And turn 3, the Milwaukee line.
So I really gotta hold off.
They're all unique. It's Pocono.
Well, that's all you have to say. Just, it's Pocono. But would you? I really have to hold off. I have to get a lead and I gotta keep it. Even though I do get a huge run out of 3, though. Like, just coming out of 3, I got a good run, so. There's a green flag in the air underway here at Pocono, and Matt Kenseth did not get that good of a start. Denny Hamlin already cleared him. Alright, so the apron just murdered my car there. Who's Jeff up the track? I never touched him though. I take the lead out of turn 1. Yeah, I remember I didn't win this race the last time. I don't remember who won though. I didn't get such a good run off that time. I got in the gas just a little too early there.
On the bottom, 3 back.
Alright, Denny Hamlin's moved in a second. There we go. I got a very good run off of 3 this time. $49.95. Still not as fast as my qualifying time. I ran like a 49.5, I think. Something like that. I opened my lead of about 3/10 since turn 3. I remember when we were here before, at the finish, I said coming out of 4. When it was really coming out of 3. I thought that was funny. But whatever. I'm sorry if I sound kind of weird. It's 9 in the morning. I haven't had any water yet. I'm freaking tired. Nope, I did not get a good run. I tried turning instead of letting it go straight. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to drink some water. Give me a second. Okay, all is good now. I sound much better too, I think. Jeff Gordon's back in a second. It's too bad Utechnis killed Pocono in the upcoming games after this one. Because this Pocono was actually done pretty well in my opinion. You know, it's still a pretty much all momentum track. The turns are kind of accurate, except for maybe turn 2 just a little bit.
Nice lap. Good job. Really good.
You know, but you can tell it's kind of the death of turn 1, this game. But, you know, like, it wasn't murdered just yet. Like, turn 1, you pretty much just have to enter high if you don't want to get loose.
Still the fastest car out there.
49.72. Ooh, something happened in the back of the field. They are really spread out back there. If I were to guess anything, there must have been something probably coming out of turn number 2. Because that's usually where the AI like to bunch up. Matt Kenseth has moved into second now. I have a 4.6 second lead. Which is actually surprising me more than anything because, well, let's say this is not one of my good tracks in the newer games. Well, we'll see with NASCAR Heat Evolution, even though I don't have next gen just yet. I don't feel like buying it yet. Because there's no reason for me to. Once I get out of college, I'll probably get it, but right now my money can be used on better things. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is now second. So there's a pretty good fight going on for second place, but now Brad Keselowski's moved into second. The field's getting pretty spread out now.
Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it.
I feel bad for whoever that is all the way to dead last. They're all by themselves all the way, just coming out of turn 2 right now. Right side tires are starting to get worn, but it's alright. Still have a 6.2 second lead, and Kyle Busch has just moved into second place. Kyle started 5th right behind Denny Hamlin. Brad Keselowski's back into second. And it seems like what I said in the beginning, not the beginning of the season, like earlier in the season, is pretty much true. I'm doing better on the larger tracks than I am on the smaller tracks. Even though I didn't do too badly at Martinsville and Bristol, I still had, I finished 6th at Martinsville, and I finished 3rd, I believe, at Bristol. But let's look at my finishes. Auto Club, I won. Michigan, won. Daytona, the 500, I won. Pepsi 400, I probably could have won if I didn't fuck up on the first lap. But I did finish 5th. Dale Jr.'s down in second. Well, it's not even that I fucked up on the first lap, it's just that no one else tried to help me when I went to push people. If I actually had some decent drafting help, I probably could have gotten back up to that lead pack. But whatever, that was Daytona. What's the next race after this? I think it's Watkins Glen, which will be fun. I like the road courses. I definitely feel the tire wear coming into effect coming out of 3.
Halfway home, buddy.
So halfway through this race.
All day.
Oh yeah. Car's starting to get tight. I have about an 8-second lead over Brad Keselowski, 8.1. Ooh, caution. Interesting. Let's see, they were 3 wide in turn 1. And what happened? Ooh, hard hit. Kurt Busch just got on the apron and came up into Newman. I mean, Jeff Burton.
Are you clear? Okay, buddy.
Shit, what do I do? What do I do? I'm not pitting, fuck it. Oh god, look at that. Everyone from 14th place on back pit. Son of a bitch. Oh well, nothing I can do about that. Who was last? Robbie Gordon was the car in last place. Rip. Who's this gonna hurt as far as people trying to get into the chase? Obviously Kurt Busch. Kurt's like 10th in points. Trying to think. Casey Kane, he's got fresh tires, he'll be fine. It'll help guys like probably no one on this page except for maybe Denny Hamlin. Can I hold them off?
Fast cars behind you, buddy. We're trying to get the jump on you. Watch your door. Up top, that's your door. That's your door up top.
He's leaning all over Dale Jr. I do not want him out in front of me.
Clear high.
No, you don't, Junior. I wonder how long it's going to take for those other cars to catch up to us. Because they're obviously going to be much faster. I see Danica Patrick up there in the top 10. Yeah, it's 7 to go here. I already have a 1-second lead over Kyle Busch. We'll brush the wall there just a bit. And did it again. I could hear their engines behind me, but they're not getting any closer. The closest someone's come to passing me was Jeff Gordon on the start. And you saw he almost had me cleared, and then I got him loose in turn 1. At the exit of 1, I got him loose, and, well, that was it. Yikes, car is tight. At least the car's not loose. The cars tend to get loose in this game when, the tires start to wear. But you saw at Indy what happened. I got super loose. Damn. Well, at least I didn't damage the car. 1.5 second lead. At the moment. I had a 2-second lead going into 3, but after I hit the wall, I didn't get such a good run off. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is back in a second. I honestly would have been so pissed off if me and Junior had another moment after the restart there. That's how many times have me and him gotten together this season. I forgot where it started. Oh, it started in this freaking second race of the season at Phoenix. Coming to 4 to go. Over my gap up to about 2 seconds now over Kyle Busch. Getting very close to that safer barrier in turn 1 there. To be honest, I didn't think I'd be able to hold on at all with 20 laps, especially with the way tire wear affects your car in this game. But I seem to be handling myself pretty well. Fuck. That was funny. I was on track to set fastest lap of the race by about 2/10 or so.
Ready to go.
I completely screwed up the exit.
Not over yet.
I mean the entry of turn 3. Lead is 2.9 seconds.
Here we go.
2 laps to go. Dale Jr. just moved back into second, coming out of 3. Ooh, was that me hitting the grass? That was interesting. Alright, coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go here at Pocono. Enjoying a 2.5 second lead at the moment over Kyle Busch. Unless I wreck, absolutely no one's going to be able to touch me. Pretty uneventful race except for the Kurt Busch incident. Or you just came up into Jeff Burton in turn 1 and just wrecked the both of them. Alright, coming out of turn number 3, I'm going to pick up, who knows, like my 9th win of the season here at Pocono. This might be my 8th win, though.
The best driver, the best car.
This might be my 8th win.
Way to get it done, man. Way to earn that paycheck, buddy. Happy sponsor. I'm loving you for that one, man. Way to go. Soak it up, man. Great job today.
I tried to stop in here, but, whoops. It's close enough. I'm trying to slide inside the triangle, but it's close enough.
That was incredible. Victory lane suits you, buddy. Nicely done. You've earned a bunch of contingency awards for that performance.
Alright, so I pick out the win here at Pocono. Dale Jr. finished 2nd, Kyle Busch 3rd, Denny Hamlin 4th, Greg Biffles rounds out your top 5, and it's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Brad Keselowski, Mark Martin, David Reagan, and Jamie McMurray rounding out the top 10. I think Truex was one of the first cars who hit pit road, so. You have Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, Ambrose Kenseth, where Casey Kane. Danica Patrick had fallen into 20th after that. I don't remember who was in the top 10 after all that. Oh, I see Kurt Busch. He moved up to 31st after restarting last. He's going to lose a lot of points in this race. Same thing with Sam Hornish, Jeff Burton. Pavel's going to lose a few points. Same thing with Ryan Newman. Mark Martin needs to have better finishes than 21st with his win. It was between the two Jeffs, right? Jeff Gordon, Jeff Burton. Where did Burton finish? Jeff Burton 27th, Jeff Gordon 11th. Alright, so Jeff Burton lost a lot of points to Jeff Gordon as far as a wild card race. But then again, there's no guarantees that Jeff Gordon's going to be the first car. The second car, actually, the wild card spot. Because, I think it was Mark Martin. Who was, I think he was 11th in points, and Jeff was 13th, something like that. I was right, this is my 8th win of the season. So I have a 143 point advantage over Jimmy Johnson. Let's see, anyone else change positions in the top 10? Dale Jr. +1, Truex +1, Carl Edwards lost 2 positions. Keselowski up 1, Casey Kane dropped to 10th. Ooh, Jeff Gordon's in 11th now. Harvick, Tony. Kurt Busch dropped 2. So one of those two got to find victory lane. And Denny Hamlin right now is the second wildcard spot. Never mind, I thought Jeff Burton had a win. He does not. So Denny Hamlin has the second wildcard spot at the moment. But if Casey Kane falls out of the top 10 and let's just say Harvick gets in, then it's over for Hamlin. But he should be fine because look at all the people with wins. All the way up to Matt Kenseth in 5th and Kyle Busch in 4th. So they should be fine as far as wildcard spots. If anything, Hendrick will get in. Alright, so the next race I'm looking forward to, just because it should be exciting, which is Watkins Glen. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys later.